LA Clippers and the Portland Trail Blazers. And guess what? Kawhi Leonard decided to play. And guess what? He played really well when they needed him to. Kawhi Leonard really stepped up in the fourth quarter of the Clippers' 107-101 win over the Portland Trail Blazers. He was sort of average through most of the game, but he finished with 27, was absolutely showed out in the fourth quarter. Made the go-ahead jumper with 58 seconds left. It was Doc Rivers' 900th career win. So all of these things are backdrops to what the real story is with going on with Kawhi Leonard, and let us explain.
Load management.
Yes, exactly right. Or a knee.
Yeah.
And maybe that's where the Clippers got themselves in trouble. Doc Clippers, to use your phrase.
Thank you.
Was
Doc
fined.
Clippers?
Thank you very much. Was fined $50,000 by the league. Why was he fined $50,000 by the league? Because after their loss at home last night, or 2 nights ago rather, on Wednesday night, to the Milwaukee Bucks, this is what Doc Rivers had to say about why Kawhi Leonard wasn't playing.
I think Kawhi made the statement he's never felt better. It's our job to make sure he stays that way, and that's important. But he played a lot of minutes in the playoffs last year. So it's not a health thing. Really, it is in some ways. We want him to just keep feeling better, and getting better.
So, listen, you just, after everything we went through yesterday, right, with the Kawhi Leonard saga, and they said it was a knee and they were in compliance, you can't say it really isn't a health thing and then say, well, it might be, kind of is.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's saying he feels great, adding that Leonard was being rested the first game of the back-to-back to make sure he stayed that way, and the statement from the Clippers before that was reasonably determined that Leonard is suffering from an ongoing injury to the patella tendon in his left knee. So they obviously were contradicting. So what's interesting, it wasn't Doc Rivers. It was the Clippers who got fined $50,000.
Yeah.
Do the Clippers go to Doc and say, dude, you're the one that said it. That's coming out of
pay that man his money.
Your paycheck. I doubt it
No.
now. I highly doubt that's going to happen, and they'll pay the fine. I mean, $50,000. I get it's $50,000, but I don't think that's going to dent them too badly.
I think Steve Ballmer has that.
I think what they're learning is either less is more with speaking, or let's get on the same page before we speak.
Correct.
And let's stay with the same. Let's get a company line.
Yep.
And let's stay with said company line.
Right. Here's Woj, Adrian Wojnarowski, basically saying, look, man, there are things you can't say, and there are things you can say, and you need to know the difference between the two.
Essentially what this is, in my estimation, is Kawhi Leonard doesn't want his injury public, but it has to be public if the Clippers are going to not be punished by the league for violating the league's resting policies. They have to put out that it's the left knee, it's the patella tendon. And Doc Rivers was there yesterday, essentially trying to support his player publicly, say things publicly that I think he felt Kawhi would want to hear. And so they take a $50,000 fine because it is certainly in contrast with, what the league and the team had essentially been, had put out.
And let's be clear, that's what Doc Rivers should do to make sure Kawhi is happy, because one of the reasons that Kawhi is there, he was so unhappy with San Antonio, he just shut it down. So you want to make sure you're on the side of your star player.
So what should be done is, and my son Mike talks about it all the time, there's that common sense person in every organization.
Yeah.
In this case,
your son could have used that common sense
yes,
person.
He could have. In this case, there could be okay, guys, let's all get our story straight guy.
Bingo.
We're going to have to talk to the media about this. This is the rule. This is how we need to go about this. And let's not, let's not color outside the lines here, which is, I'm sure, something they'll be doing in the future, because even though $50,000 isn't a lot of money, I'm sure to that organization, nobody wants to get fined $50,000. So I get it. Support your guy. I get all that. But be on the same page, and let's not have some contradictory stories.
Right. And maybe the most amazing thing out of all of this, Mike, when push came to shove, we got to hear from Kawhi Leonard. This is Kawhi Leonard. Oh, let's listen. Since it happens so rarely, let's indulge ourselves.
Let's go.
Let's hear all of it.
Wow.
First, here is Kawhi Leonard speaking about why he thinks it's okay to not play for him in back-to-back games.
No, that's not what the doctor's prescribing right now. But just, that's all I can say about it. We're going to manage it and just keep moving forward.
And if that wasn't riveting enough, Mike, we have more Kawhi Leonard speaking into a microphone, saying his reaction to the NBA fining the team over him sitting out.
I mean, it was shocking, but it doesn't matter to me. You know what I mean? I'm not a guy that reads the media anyway. You know, we're going to manage it the best way we can to keep me healthy. And that's the most important thing, is me being healthy moving forward.
He's right. He's right. And it doesn't matter to him about the fine because it ain't coming out of his pocket at all. And his first answer was it. Yeah, do you feel you can play back-to-backs? The doctors don't recommend it, and that's where we are right now. Boom, end of story.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some things you just need less words on. Now, he is a king of less words, but, you know, for Doc Rivers, and again, this goes to, you have to deal with the media all the time. In basketball and baseball, so many games are in front of the media so many times before games, after games, that sometimes your talking gets you into a $50,000 fine. Unintentionally, didn't mean to do that.
No.
Doc is just explaining what he explained. I think everybody wanted to hear. Listen, this guy feels great now, and the reason he feels great is because of the way we're taking care of him.
Right.
And we're going to continue to take care of him this way so we can make a run for the championship. Unfortunately, that kind of contradicted saying he had the injured knee of something they had put out there, so it cost him $50,000.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports analysis and highlights, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.